Hello everyone, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Yoru Kuru. In the last episode, the world ended, as Shinkai has assaulted Izumi, and Izumi then has erased everyone's memories, including ours. So now we wake up, never having experienced this game. Beep beep beep. Beep beep beep. Beep beep beep. Dodged. I opened my eyes and turned my head. It wasn't even 7 AM yet. Why did I wake up so early? What time did I fall asleep last night? Huh? I couldn't remember. In fact, I didn't have any memories of yesterday at all. Do I have amnesia? Do people just randomly get amnesia? I got to my feet and headed to the bathroom. Whoa! I couldn't help letting out a sound when I saw myself in the mirror. My eyes were red and swollen. Did I hit my head on the corner of the bed, start sobbing, ended up with amnesia? How lame can a guy get? Maybe I had a sad dream or something. As sad... The word sad felt like an arrow hitting me in the chest. As soon as the bell rang to signal the end of class, everyone started talking. Okay, today... I stood up and grabbed my chair. Today... I paused. What was I going to do? It's all at home. The next day, when I went to walk home, I found myself in the back of the school. It was still early, and I didn't have a reason to be there. I just felt like going there all of a sudden. I sat down on a bench with a cup of juice I had bought on the way. Nope. Huh? A sense of helpless solitude washed over me. Why was I here all alone? Sitting here like this, drinking juice. Shouldn't someone be sitting with me? Hadn't I done this before? Oh, we see a ghost of Izumi. Come on, Joe, remember. Show the power of love. I searched frantically through my memories, but I couldn't find it. I'll head home. And from that night, a sorrowful dream began. Come on. It had been a week since I cried in my sleep. Before I realized it, I started stopping by the yard behind the school every day. I sat on the same bench every time. I drank the same juice every time. I glanced over at the empty space beside me every time. What am I even doing? Hey. Hello. Oh, hi. The girl I didn't recognize was standing beside me. She must have heard me muttering to myself. Flushed with embarrassment, I greeted her back. Can I help you? I've been seeing you here a lot. What are you doing? I'm not really doing anything. I just felt like I had to come here. Really? Like a gut feeling. She tilted her head and smiled. Her smile felt so nostalgic. I've been having dreams. The words slipped out of me. Dreams? Yeah, about a girl sitting here all alone and crying. I stand watching her for a little while, then I can't stop myself from reaching out to her. Then she looks up and sees me, and reaches back to me. But just before we touch, she vanishes into the darkness. I thought maybe if I sat in the same place, I might be able to meet her. You know, she kind of looked like you. Don't. Her tone was angry, and she looked away. Ah. Sorry, it was just a joke. I don't remember what she looked like. You... She spoke up again after a short silence. You shouldn't come here anymore. Why not? If the girl from your dream knew you were waiting for her, I think she'd be really sad. Huh? You'll never meet her again. so knowing that you're waiting for her would hurt. We'll never meet again? You won't. Would it hurt her so much she'd cry? Yeah. She might be able to hold it together in front of others, but as soon as she's alone, she'll burst into tears. Dot dot dot. Dot dot. I see. I drank the rest of the juice, threw the cup in the trash, and stood up. I think I'm probably in love with her. What? I figured that's why I'm waiting for her. But I don't want to hurt her. I won't come back here again. Dot dot dot. Hey. Yeah? No. Never mind. It doesn't matter. Yeah? Goodbye then. Dot dot dot. He turned without a word and walked away. Dot dot dot. I should... Goodbye. Huh? I turned around, but she was gone. I was alone again. Dot dot dot. Izumi, what are you up to? What are you up to? Dot dot dot. It's so boring doing the same thing over and over again every day. And since the nights are falling earlier, I feel like I've started getting sleepy early as well. Huh? Dot dot dot. I didn't know when she appeared, but there was a tall woman standing at the end of the street, glaring in my direction. Dot dot dot. I don't want to even get involved with whatever she's got going on. I'll just ignore her. Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. Alright. Just keep your head down and pass her by. Hey, you. Yes? I turned around, and the woman moved to stand right in front of me. She raised an eyebrow and peered at me. He had a nice-looking face, but the expression on it felt oddly menacing. I hurriedly averted my gaze. The woman, however, showed no sign of shrinking away. She stalked even closer to me, piercing me with her eyes. Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. Is there something you want from me? Unable to stand the silence, I decided to try and talk to her. No. I get it now. You've forgotten completely. Forgotten what? Have we met somewhere before? No. Here, take this. She finally tore her eyes away from me to pull something out of her pocket. She dangled it right in front of my face. Link? Huh? It was some sort of pendant with an emblem on it. It showed a sword piercing through a hexagon. The hell is this? It's for you. What? No, I don't want it. I'm not gonna take weird junk from a stranger. Just take it. Shove. She grabbed my hand and forced the pendant into my palm. Ow. Fine, I'll take it. Ow. Why do you grab it so hard? Keep it close when the time to use it comes. Or rather, hope that the time never comes. ... So, can I go now? Yes. That took longer than I expected. Well, bye then. Ah. Huh? No, it's nothing. Goodbye. Alright, bye. I gave her a half-hearted wave before bolting off in the opposite direction. After running about 30 feet, I slowed to a brisk walk and looked over my shoulder. That girl was still standing in the same spot. She's still staring at me. I turned away in a hurry, and the corners of my mouth worked up. Is she some kind of stalker or something? It felt like I was talking to an assassin. But I don't think I've ever seen her face before. Or I don't remember her at least. ... And what is up with this thing? I opened my clenched hand and peered down at the pendant I had been forced. Why did that chick give me this pendant? ... I was planning to throw it away as soon as I got away from her, but looking at it again, I couldn't help but feel terribly curious about what the designer had meant. I shoved the pendant into my pocket and headed over down the street once more. A stranger, huh? I expected it, but it still hurt to hear. Well then, next up is Miwasaka, I guess. Dot 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 dot. That was a troll trick that Izumi pulled. Let's hope we recover soon. It was halfway through December, and one piece of news was all around the city. Over the last few weeks, daylight hours were rapidly dwindling. The sun, Earth, the moon. Their orbits hadn't changed, but we could see and feel the day getting shorter. Only the true moon, that which shouldn't have existed, grew even brighter. Abnormality. It was a clearly abnormal situation, but I couldn't do anything about it. I doubted that anybody could. Everyone on Earth had to accept this abnormal. It would become as normal as the true moon and lunacy. So I wasn't scared. There was nothing to worry about. But if I did have the power, would I stand against this abnormality? Who knows, Ru? Who knows? Final chapter. The night comes. Was there a title card before? Did we have other chapters than the final chapter? This feels a bit weird. I rubbed my eyes, got up, and looked at the clock. It's 12. It's only been 30 minutes. Why did I wake up so soon? I sighed and hung my head, sweat dripping down my neck. Shit, it's weirdly humid for winter. I threw my blanket off, got out of bed, walked to the veranda, and opened the window. The chilly air brushed my skin and flowed into the room. That feels good. I took a deep breath and looked up at the night sky outside. Looks like the true moon's doing more than getting brighter. It's bigger too. The night keeps getting longer. Will there be nothing but night in the end? I turned back to my room, and the pendant on the desk caught my eye. I feel like I've seen that pendant somewhere before, but I can't remember the girl who gave it to me. I just don't know anything lately. It's chilly. I finally felt the cold, and I was about to turn again and shut the window. Huh? Bright light flooded into the room from behind, casting a long shadow. What? I frantically looked back out the window, and... Is it... Oh, okay. It's the Mega Tower. Oh. What I saw made me gasp. Blue. Every roof in the city emitted blue light resembling a gas fire. And the true moon was more massive than ever before. The old moon was nowhere to be seen. What's that light? Discharge? No. I looked closer and saw that it was the solar panels on the roofs. They were angled in such a way as to each reflect the true moon's light at another panel. As if the moon and stars had descended, white light enveloped the city. What the fuck? Right in the center of the blue city was a glass building that shone especially bright. That's the solar system's... Yeah! What? Ah! The sudden scream made me peer out the window where I saw a shocking sight. A man was running down the street. He was being pursued by a monster that shouldn't have existed. It was half man and half beast. It could only be described as a monster. The monster soon caught up to the man and pushed him to the ground. Scream! With an inhuman howl, the monster's open mouth neared the man's neck. I imagined what would come next and turned away when... Slam! A monster burst through my door. It stepped on the broken door on the floor, its two eyes looking in different angles. Seriously? Yeah! The monster howled, and I sensed something like a needle piercing my forehead. Here it comes. I jumped to the right. The monster leaped half a bit late and hammered its arm down where I had been standing. Phew! I sighed with relief, But I noticed something off about my reaction that I couldn't describe. I had always had senses that others lacked. But were they always strong enough for me to dodge that monster's attack? Weird. Unbeknownst to me, my senses had sharpened, and my body's ability to react to them had improved. Even my breathing was steady. I calmly looked for an opening to attack. Like I was prepared to fight. Strange. The hell is going on? That was close. I avoided the next attack with minimal movement. Dot. I can see it. I can see exactly how this monster is gonna move. Now I just need a weapon. Then I can fight and win. I dodged the monster's 7th strike, confident in myself. But what weapon's gonna work on this? A weapon. My wandering eyes stopped on the bandit. I already gave you one. Yes, take the fire medal and hold it up in the true moon's light. I dashed and snatched the pendant, then let the true moon's light wash over. The pendant cast a shadow on the wall that formed into a sword. I gripped the weapon. Its weight and hardness felt familiar and reliable. It's always the best part of a JRPG when the main theme starts playing. Alright. I faced the monster. Rah! Hiya! I shifted to the side and slashed where I expected its attack to land. I felt the blade slice the monster. Yow! Its screams filled the room as it died. The monster collapsed, and its body turned to blue particles of light that blew out the window. Dot. I stood up and stared at the sword. Not an illusion. This power. This sword. That's right. I held my hand to my aching head and left the room. Dot. I'm starting to remember. I ran through the blue city as my memories gradually returned. That monster was a light hunter. They're visitors from the true moon, and this is a fire medal. Fire folk have the power to fight the light hunters, and they're granted these special weapons for it. Fire. The allies who fought alongside Yoka, Manami, Kidoin, Shinkai, Oshikawa, Momose, and I need to find them quickly. My fists clenched. I started to run. My destination, Omidai Academy. It's begun, Mizuki. Looks like it. The true night. All can rest with peaceful dreams. A night without sorrow. This is the world we wished for. And how do man-eating monsters tie into your peaceful night? Mizuki. What's wrong, Mizuki? I feel kinda weird. Pull yourself together, Mizuki. Look, Soji. The true night. Humans have never lit up a night so beautiful and so quiet. The humans will forever sleep, so that we light hunters may feed upon their dreams. For now, the barrier restricts it only to this city. But if the true moon descends to the earth and the queen revives, this night will enshroud the world. It doesn't matter to me. If you don't need anything, I'll be going back to Misato. Don't forget your duty. We don't know what might happen before the true moon completes its descent. I don't. He's cocky for a human. Oh well, soon his duty will be done as well. The true night is our world. The stench of humans need not remain. Well, looks like everyone but Koya is disposable. I hid behind a telephone pole and peeked my head out to observe the road ahead. At just a glance, I could see over 20 light hunters on the road to school. Man, no way can I make it through all of them on my own. But I can't get in contact with others. Where Reach. Whoa! I heard an engine approaching and turned around to see a headlight stop in front of. Question mark? Hammurabi. I narrowed my eyes and looked up to see a familiar face in the light. Get in. I had a feeling you'd come here. Where have you been? And where's everyone else? I'll explain later. Get on. Oh. Gideon pointed to the back seat of the motorcycle and tossed me a helmet. Quickly, we don't want to be spotted. Yeah. I put on a helmet and sat behind Gideon. Let's go. Whoa! The motorcycle accelerated in a flash. I almost fell off as we raced into the night. That is a massive move. Dot dot dot. Hey. Dot dot dot. Hey! What? Where are we going? A new hideout. We've already moved all the tools from the club room over there. All the firefolk except the young mistress and Shinkai are already there. Are they safe? Yes. Oh, that's good to hear. I'm speeding up. Don't bite your tongue. Whoa! Okay, so objective, rescue Izumi. And we are in the mall, I guess? Something is happening very slowly. We are blending images into images. The true moon is everywhere and it is getting bigger and bigger. The night that will devour all. Oh, it's not alone. Dot-dot-dot. 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 An oppressive air filled the room. Our reunion wasn't a joyous one. Everyone remained silent. Gideon brought me to a corner of the shopping arcade. We were in a room in a budget hotel. Gideon, fearing the worst for a while, had searched for a functional base that the Light Hunters would have trouble finding. Hirara was sleeping in the next room. The Light Hunters' plan had been a complete success. Light Hunters had materialized throughout the city, and they roamed the streets. All humans but us were sleeping like the dead. Gideon. Can you tell us more about what the Light Hunters executing their plan means? Just what is this night? The True Night. True Night? Yes. According to legend, it's a night when the flow of time has stopped. So, it's not like a cold night? The cold night is a barrier where Light Hunters are born. The true night is the Light Hunters' world. On this eternal night, humans forever dream without waking. This world exists for solely the Light Hunters. I see. For that which shouldn't exist to exist, the whole world has to dream. When the Light Hunters spoke of summoning the night, I suspected this is what they meant. Couldn't you have done something about it before now then? I tried. After Miwasaka was kidnapped and I spoke to the young mistress, I went to our village to report it all. But they wouldn't believe me. Why not? 3 reasons. One was that my report was about an unofficial firefall. Bullshit. That's all. This doesn't have much weight. They didn't like it, but it wasn't the main reason. What's important is the rest. Summoning the True Night requires several things. Those things being the worlds of many humans, as well as powerful light from that true moon. The worlds of humans, so their hearts? Yes, as much as our dreams that are granted by the Light Hunters, our ties to reality weaken. The more worlds they have, the stronger they become. And as the number of victims grows, the true moon's light shines brighter on the earth. But they know the number of possessed people has been growing, right? The true moon's light was still too weak to summon the true night. Records say the cold night persisted for about a century before it happened. But no one thought they would use a whole city as a mirror to amplify the light in a single location. Gideon furrowed her brow and looked out the window. The solar panels. Can't believe this whole city was set up to summon the true night. That light hunter's name was Koya. He must have been acting as the mayor's son to advocate for this plan. So what was the third reason? They had never succeeded before. What? Light hunters have tried to bring about the true night a number of times. But other than the first true night in the late Heian era, there is no record of them succeeding. Why not? Nobody knows. At any rate, they must not have thought this attempt would amount to anything either. But after so many failures, why did it work this one time? I can't answer this either. But I imagine it has something to do with Miyosaka's kidnapping. So we don't know why this happened, and we don't know how to solve it then. But there is still time. Nobody can enter or leave with the Light Hunter's barrier surrounding the city. It seems like the true night is only happening in Otsuna for now. So it likely isn't complete. So we still have a chance to win? We can still turn the world back to normal. There just might be a way to stop it before the true night spreads throughout the world. But how? The city is already full of light hunters. What can we do on our own? Hey, if we just run around and break shit, I'm sure it'll work out. Why not just smash all the panels? Momo, that's silly. Shut up. What else are we supposed to do? If we are running out of time, then we just gotta do something. Just sitting around here is not gonna change anything. So Ichi. I'm with Momo. What? We're in dire straits, to be blunt. We're on the verge of losing. We don't have time for preparations, and we don't have enough info to stick with any one plan. I don't know if breaking the mirrors will work or not, but we just have to try something. True. The young mistress should be somewhere in Otsuna. Oh yeah, what happened to him? She wiped your memories and gave me the fire medals in case of an emergency. No sight of her since. Oh no. If we find her, maybe we could... What? Maybe we can put up. If we find her, maybe we can come up with a plan. Yeah, Izumi. And Shinkai too. Shinkai. Alright, then let's get started. We'll put an end to this night. Alright. So what are we doing? Oh, interesting. Something very new and unusual. And you know what? We are going to do this new and unusual thing next time. Thank you for watching, everyone, and have a good day. Goodbye.